we're back again. This time with another problem. So we've just gained confidence in the new fuel pumps. Everything was going great. We've done a video that we haven't yet uploaded where we went down to Skemtress Castle. All things are going great, and then about 10 days ago I was packing up, getting ready to go for another little adventure, and I noticed that the windscreen had a big S split in it. I don't know what caused it, but yeah, so I phoned the insurance company and had to wait 10 days of messing around with the insurance company's glass people. Eventually it got done. They let us down. Well, they made us an appointment to start with, then they let us down. Would have been done within less than a week, but then it ended up being 10 days. They scaremongered us to start with. They were going, oh, because it's a T4 transporter and it's an old van, there's a chance they could take the windscreen out, and the aperture, the bit that the windscreen sticks to, might be too rusty to put a new screen in. Yeah, the guy came in the end. He spent 3 times as long as it should have taken him getting the windscreen out, and he was like, oh, there's no rust at all. That was good. I was like, thankful. So yeah, so we've had fuel pump problems, we've had a cracked alloy, now we've had a cracked windscreen, and we've had heat waves, and it all kind of feels like maybe it's trying to tell us this isn't for us. Anyway, yeah, at least we had the car, a skateboard too. So I've got like a little Suzuki Swift. We still managed to go down to a place called the Lower Lode Picnic Area in Tewkesbury, and that was all right. We just kind of went down there and chilled out with the swans for a little bit. Yeah, well, we got the van fixed now anyway, so hopefully, and I know this is like what we said in a video before, hopefully the adventures can begin. I mean, the thing is now, the MOT is coming up in November. I'm really hoping that it passes, because I've now spent 115 quid on a windscreen. I spent over £1,000 getting the fuel pump sorted out. So I really need it to pass the MOT in November, so we can get at least another year out of it, and maybe next year I can buy a newer van, hopefully. I'm also looking at either a Galaxy or a VW Touran that I can use as a, like, what I would call a sleeper, just a car that I could sleep in comfortably with Loki, and maybe do a bit of adventuring, touring in a Touran or a Galaxy. I just think it would be easier sometimes if it was like an MPV instead of a mid-sized van like a transporter. But we'll see how that goes. I've got to find something that's got a reasonable mileage and at a decent price as well. And at the moment, it seems like car prices have gone mental. I mean, I was saying that I haven't looked for a new car in quite a few years, not since before the lockdown. I'm guessing that's when it all went a bit crazy. Yeah, we'll see what we can find. Well, I definitely need a backup plan, I think, to the van, or just something to try instead of the van. I don't know, I think the van's a little bit too big to get down the country lanes and the sort of places that I want to be going. So that's why we haven't been on recently. So it's that and the heat waves. I mean, I couldn't bring myself to take Loki out in the van, not while the heat waves are going on, because I just can't keep him cool in the back of the van. You know, it's all very well being in the shade, but like the thermometer on the diesel heater readout was saying 40 degrees in the van, and I think I'm just scared that even it being in the shade and him not doing any activity, I'm still scared that he might end up like with a heat stroke. So we avoided anything van world while the heat was on. So hopefully, all things being good, and being as I'm off this week, with any luck, we might be able to go visit a few places, make some new videos. But again, we'll have to see how it goes. And I'm struggling a little bit with Loki. He seems to be misbehaving a little bit in the van now. But with the heatwave thing, if anybody knows, anybody who's watching, who might know of a way to keep it cool without cutting any more holes in the van. I mean, we've got fans in here, but if anybody's got any suggestions on how I can keep him cool next year, that would be really useful if you could stick it in the comments. Yeah, that would be grand. Yeah, well, we'll share the footage over the top of this as during the video. You know, we took a few shots of stuff that we've done, you know, the Lower Lode and the windscreen crack, me getting a bit down about it all and everything. But anyway, we'll see you next time.